Hello everyone. Today we will talk about the National Education Policy 2020, a major step to transform India's education system for the 21st century. This policy focuses on quality, flexibility and creativity from school to higher education. Let's explore the 100 most important points that every teacher, student and aspirant for exams like EMRS, NVS, KVS must know. So let's begin. National Education Policy 2020 replaces the 1986 National Policy on Education. Point number 2. The goal is to transform India into a vibrant knowledge society. National Education Policy is aligned with Sustainable Development Goal 4, that is of the 2030 agenda. So, Sustainable Development Goal 4 is aligned with the National Education Policy 2020. The 5 pillars of the policy are access, equity, quality, affordability and accountability. The Ministry of Human Resource Development is renamed the Ministry of Education. The target for achieving 100% gross enrollment ratio in school education is 2030. The target for achieving a 50% gross enrollment ratio in higher education is 2035. The National Education Policy aims to bring 2 crore out of school children back into the mainstream. The curriculum content will be reduced to its core essential content. The focus is on conceptual understanding rather than the rote learning. The existing 10+2 structure is replaced by 5+3+3+4 curriculum structure. The new structure covers children from age 3 to 18 years. Foundational stage, that is from age 3 to 8, 3 years of Anganwadi or preschool and grades 1 and 2. Total 5 years. Preparatory stage, that is 3 years, that is from the age 8 to 11, and grade 3 to 5, that is preparatory stage. Middle stage is for 3 years from the age group 11 to 14 and grades 6 to 8. Secondary stage, that is 4 years from the age 14 to 18 from grades 9 to 12. The first 3 years of the foundational stage ensure access to early childhood care and education. Early childhood care and education will be delivered through Anganwadis and pre-primary schools. NCERT will develop the national curricular and pedagogical framework for early childhood care and education. The full form of NCPFECCE is National Curricular and Pedagogical Framework for Early Childhood Care and Education. The foundational stage involves a multi-level, play-based learning approach. The achieving universal foundational literacy and numeracy is the highest priority of the system. The target to achieve foundational literacy and numeracy for all primary students is by 2025. Originally 2025, now often aligned with Nipun Bharat targets. A national mission Nipun Bharat, that is the full form of Nipun Bharat, Nipun is National Initiative for Proficiency in Reading with Understanding and Numeracy, is launched for FLN, that is Foundational Literacy and Numeracy. The student teacher ratio in PRT should preferable be below 30:1. The PRT, not PRT, PTR, that is pupil teacher ratio should be below 30:1. The student teacher ratio is socioeconomically in socioeconomically disadvantaged areas should preferable be below 25:1. The National Education Policy promotes the use of library funds for provision of books. Provision of a nutritious breakfast in addition to the midday meal is recommended. National Education Policy emphasizes the importance of a safe and stimulating learning environment. Students will be required to attain basic skills in reading, writing and arithmetic. Remedial instruction will be provided to address the gaps in foundational skills. No hard separation exists between curricular, co-curricular and extracurricular activities. Vocational education will start from grade 6 with mandatory internships. Coding will be introduced in the middle stage, that is grade 6 onwards. There will be flexibility in the choice of subjects in the secondary stage. Students can take up subjects across arts, humanities and science. Bagless days are encouraged throughout the year for the in-school or local internships. National Education Policy emphasizes the teaching of contemporary subjects like artificial intelligence, design thinking, etc. Promoting experiential learning by doing is a key feature. The curriculum will integrate Indian knowledge systems and values. National curriculum framework will be revised by NCERT. So, the medium of instruction should be at mother tongue or local or regional language until at least grade 5. Multilingualism in education is promoted to foster national unity and cultural richness. The 3-language formula will continue with flexibility. Sanskrit will be offered as an option at all levels of school and higher education. Foreign languages will be offered at the secondary stage. Emphasis is placed on learning the classical languages of India. The policy clearly states that no language will be imposed on any student. High quality bilingual teaching learning materials will be developed for students. The development of National Institute for Pali, Persian and Prakrit is recommended. Sign language will be standardized across the country. Assessment shifts from summative to formative assessment. The goal of assessment is to optimize learning and development of all students, focusing on higher order skills. Board examinations will be reformed to test core concepts and application of knowledge. Board exams can be offered on up to 2 occasions per year, main and improvement. A new National Assessment Center, PARAK. The full form of PARAK is Performance Assessment, Review and Analysis of Knowledge for Holistic Development, that will be set up. Students' progress will be tracked through a holistic progress card. Holistic progress card will include self-assessment, peer assessment and teacher assessment. Assessment in the foundational stage will primarily be observation based. States may conduct school examinations in grade 3, 5 and 8. The focus is on a competency based assessment system. Teacher recruitment will be conducted through robust and transparent processes. A common national professional standard for teacher, the NPST, will be developed by NCTE. Minimum degree qualification for teaching will be 4-year integrated B.Ed by 2030. Teachers will be required to participate at least 50 hours of continuous professional development every year. Teacher education will move to large multidisciplinary institutions. Standard teacher education institutions will face strict action. A National Mission for Mentoring, that is NMM, will be established to mentor teachers. Teacher eligibility test, that is TET, will be strengthened and extended to all stages, foundational to secondary. TET score will be considered for recruitment, with a demonstration interview also being a key component. Teachers will have autonomy in selecting their own pedagogical approaches. The National Education Policy focuses on socially and economically disadvantaged groups. A special Gender Inclusion Fund or GIF will be created to support female and transgender students. Special education zones will be declared in disadvantaged regions. The curriculum will include sensitization towards genders, SCs, STs, OBCs and Divyang children. Every state or district will be encouraged to establish Bal Bhavans for art, career and play related activities. Technology will be utilized to overcome language barriers for students with hearing impairment, that is sign language. The focus is on providing equal opportunities for all children to participate in the education system. National Education Policy promotes inclusive classroom environment where every child feels safe and welcomed. Separate mechanisms will be created to ensure the safety and well-being of all students. Alternative forms of schooling including open and distance learning will be expanded. An autonomous body, the National Educational Technology Forum, will be created. National Educational Technology Forum will serve as a platform for the free exchange of ideas on the use of technology. Investment in digital infrastructure and digital content creation is key. Diksha, that is digital infrastructure for knowledge sharing platform, will be leveraged. The policy supports bilingual or multilingual digital content. A focus on research in educational technology is emphasized. All school education will be made available through online and open distance learning. Technology will be used for teacher professional development. The policy advocates for bridging the digital divide. Virtual labs and e-content will be developed for all stages. Higher education institutions will move towards multidisciplinary education. The system of multiple entry and exit is implemented in the higher education institutions. An academic bank of credit, ABC, academic bank of credit, will digitally score academic credits earned by a student. Research will be strengthened through the establishment of National Research Foundation. Higher Education Commission of India will be the single umbrella body for higher education regulation, excluding medical and legal. Higher education institutions will be restructured into research universities, teaching universities, and degree granting autonomous colleges. Fee fixation in both private and public higher education institutions will be done through a transparent mechanism. The aim is to create large, well-resourced and vibrant multidisciplinary institutions. The policy emphasizes the importance of autonomy for institutions. Holistic and multidisciplinary education is the hallmark of the new higher education system.